You want me to sit next to a nigga on a train? Yo, I wouldn't sit next to myself at this point. Black people, why are you so mad at white people? Like, what got you so mad? You know you were born free, right? You didn't see slavery at all. You were born free. Our ancestors fought to live freely amongst white people. When did amongst turn into against? Why are we at odds? We are supposed to be neighbors. I don't want to be amongst gang members. I don't want to be afraid to sit next to a nigga on a damn train. Yeah, like, settle down, my nigga. White people, I don't blame you. Man, listen, if they put you next to a nigga on a plane, you demand to change seats.
Man, shut the hell up, man. This is exactly what I be talking about, bro. You are exactly who they love and want. You are a prime example of what they love. You are locked in box. You already programmed. Can't nobody get that. You've been mentally castrated to sit and talk about your own people as if you ain't been living long enough to see all the shit black people done been through. And you think it ain't gonna have no effect on us? This is the shit I be talking about. You must understand, bro. You will never be in a position to go to their schools and they give you all the tools to overthrow them. You done lost your motherfucking mind. Why do you think Jewish people don't send their children to public schools? They send them to the Jewish Academy. They got their own schools. They teach them things that they don't teach us. And you'll never see the effects of this shit until you have your own children. And you start to realize, I did not teach my child that. Who taught my child to tote guns? Who taught my child to want to dress like this? The world did, because you don't control the world. We are all participants in another man's motherfucking world. We living through another man's ideologies. And when you say we was born free, slavery went from physical to mental. You need to go read the letter from Willie Lynch that still reigns true in effect today. So when you say we was born free, what the fuck do you mean by born free? I told y'all we was never free. We was assimilated. Meaning, if we was free, we'd have our own presidency, our own police department, community, think tanks, our own governance. But we still operating under their shit and their dictatorship. So how is we free? And when you say you don't want to be amongst gang members, this is how stupid motherfuckers think. Don't you know the president and the government and the powers that be are the biggest motherfucking gangs, the biggest drug dealers, the biggest killers? Do you understand that, nigga? You don't want to, them ain't gang members you be around. That's nothing. They don't have no control. These motherfuckers that go hijack countries. Those are the real gangsters. Who's the biggest drug dealer of the world? Walgreens, nigga. CVS, nigga. And the crazy part is, they've convinced you that what they're selling is legal. And the shit that they put on the streets for us to sell is illegal. Then I tell you, school don't teach you to think. We are living in another man's world that is going to make sure things are going just how they are, according to plan. We've always been promoted to be individuals. You really think black people that fucking stupid? We just that program, nigga. If we took that same shit they do to us and do it to another group of people, it'll be the same thing. The same thing. There's going to be a superior race and an inferior race. We just happen to be the inferior race, right? If we was non-existent right now, they'll be doing the same shit to another race and be saying the same shit until that race is gone. And they're going to keep moving up the ladder. We're not stupid people, bro. We just programmed. This is not our society, bro. You got black people talking proper as fuck to the point you close your eyes, you don't know if that's a white man or a black man. That basically means you've been converted from a lion to a hyena. That's basically what that means. We live by saying wearing suits and talking proper, that's the primary way of, no, nigga, we don't talk like that. What pissed me off is when certain races don't respect other races, like, why the fuck you want me to be like you? This is how we talk. This is how we move. This is how we swag. But for yet, we gotta be proper. We gotta dress up like this. We gotta do that. We not those people. Those people not us. Those people try to be us more than we try to be them. Everybody eats off of black peoples except black people. It ain't our fault. This they world. They don't give us shit. They made us build this bitch up 400 years, dropped us off in the middle of nowhere and say, scrap your boots up, nigga, and get it how you live. And then on top of that, they promote all type of negativity towards us, bro. They do it through schools. They do it through all the networks you see on TV, all the Tik Toks, all the shit. Everything you see is to train black people to see themselves under this light. Man, you came into this world, nigga, you ain't even have a chance. You don't own nothing. Do you know what that means? They're not gonna let us borrow their TV station, radio station to talk about black liberation. You think they're gonna let us borrow their TV station? The very same TV station they use to control us. You think they're gonna let us borrow? No, nigga. We don't own shit because they're not allowing us to own nothing. As soon as somebody step up to do what they do, they shut them down. Look what they did to Bill Cosby when he tried to buy CBS. And niggas clowned him. And I used to think like that. I used to say, damn, bro, niggas are stupid. Bro, we ain't that fucking stupid. We not dumb people. We just put in a society, nigga, where we've been programmed to think the way we think. We've been programmed to hate each other. To the point we can't figure that shit out because this is the only thing you know. You don't have two brains. Well, you do technically. Your gut is your brain, but you get what I'm saying. You don't have this brain that's been stored or been programmed with proper etiquettes and understanding. No, you have this one brain that they've been hitting that bitch since you've been born. They've been telling you ain't shit. They've been telling you are the lesser. They've been telling our women, if your ass ain't fat, you ain't fine. If you ain't wearing weed and all that. These women has been programmed to do this shit. Because if you ask any one of them, who told you to put on makeup? People do what they see. And we've been put in an environment where we are the only ones that's under this spotlight. We're the only ones that's on the showroom floor where the world can see us act this way. To the point we start acting this way. We don't got nothing, bro. So to say some dumbass shit like that, like we volunteered to be like this, nigga, we didn't ask for this shit. Do you understand? When you're trying to correct a culture of people that has been mentally castrated, lied to, fear-mongering, all the above, we fucked up because we living in a society that's governed by demonic people that is going to promote this to us. And they have think tanks that sit down and strategically come up with this shit. To the point you don't know what's going on. You don't know why you think the way you think. You don't know why you feel the way you feel. Bro, you fighting a war that you don't even know it's a war. We're not dumb people, dog. We just programmed people. And when you see your son toting guns, you ain't teach him that. When you see your daughter dressing all skimpy, saying all type of shit, go through their phone, they talking about, you did not teach them that. Remember, this is a computer. This is a receiver. And before you holler about, oh, you got to be on your kids, you got to do that. Nigga, why you think we work every motherfucker? Why you think they got us working every motherfucking day to pay bills every 30 motherfucking days to keep us motherfucking active? We don't have time to stop and think about this because we got to try to pay them bills. Bro, this is a setup. Just like I say, God will never bless you with money to buy shit he put here for free. We've been programmed to think that some group of people came up with this paper money and this is how we do, this is how we exchange services and goods. They're not giving us this shit. And when they give it to us, they take it right back. They give it to us, they take it right back. Then they use it to say, well, I hire this black dude to get on TV to talk about his own people. Think tank shit. Well, I hire this black female to just put herself out there like black women ain't shit. And we got all the networks to put them on. Remember, this shit went from walking to the square, ringing the bell, getting the message, reading the letter from the government, That shit went from that to radio, from radio to TV, which you can see and hear. TV, television, went from television to motherfucking from newspapers, and now this shit on social media. It's even worse, and you don't own none of it. Do you look at TikTok, how all these motherfuckers are doing exactly what TikTok say do? They are slaves to this fucking app. And I'm just scratching the surface. I ain't speaking about nanotechnology, chemtrails, how you are just literally walking Wi-Fi, nigga. You don't even know that. How these movie theaters and shit are set up, and they got frequencies, like I say, that shut down one side of your brain and sneak messages and all type of shit in the other side of your brain. You don't know nothing about that. You know nothing about Montessori teachings and Montessori environments. Ask the average black person or person in general, what is Montessori when it comes to school environments? This is what the Chinese people do. Man, you are fighting a war that you don't even know exists. For you to sit and talk about your own people, that lets me know that brainwashing and programming is the #1 sin. If they could take a 260-pound black guy full of muscles, pure energy, and train him here, they got you, nigga. And they do it in a way, like I tell you, when the world started doing something to you, you like it, you start doing it to yourself. Now you have just became partners with your own oppressor, because they don't have to tell you to do it no more. You're gonna put on the makeup, you're gonna put on the hair, you're gonna do everything that they're gonna put in front of us to say, this is the cool shit to do, this ain't the cool shit to do. You being programmed, my nigga. You're doing exactly what they want you to do. You're not dumb. Because if I took these same black people and put them in a different environment and programmed them differently, won't be no violence. We won't hate each other. It's so many examples of this shit. But we think that it's us that's doing this. Think for 1 second, bro. Think. You got preachers preaching the word of God, don't know nothing about it. Why do you got to go to theology school to learn how to preach the word of God? Why you got to get their permission to build a church? Bro, you are a fucking slave in ways you don't even think. So when I hear niggas talk like this, I used to be like, you know what? But I realized, man, this dude just programmed. He going according to script. So if you can fathom what I'm saying to you, right? And people feel as though, oh, I could get up, oh, we should know better. If that what you saying was true, we would know better and we would do better. But it ain't just about what you know. It's about your resources. It's about the people around you. There's more people that sleep than woke. Do you know how hard it is to try and fight through years and years and years of promotion and propaganda and the conditioning, and you know how long it takes you to cut through these people? You can't. This is what programming does. All they see is this, because all they've been programmed to see is this. You was a young nigga before. When you was young, who the fuck was you listening to? How was you influenced? Niggas act like they thought the way they thought then now. Like, I'm gonna say the way they think now, they think they thought that way when they was younger. No, you didn't. You was influenced too, motherfucker. We talking about undeveloped minds, bro. What was in your mind? What got you thinking the way you thinking? You think these jitterbug dumb? They just programmed. They gonna take a motherfucker like him, a young boy. They gonna put him in front of the world and say, this is great music. No, nigga. We need niggas like him to talk about killing and all this shit. Why wouldn't he do it? Everybody want to be famous. You have to understand, bro, you fighting a system that's been put together, well put together for so long. You fighting demons. Because people don't think, like when you drink liquor, I told y'all liquor came from the word akul. It's in the Bible. Akul is where they get alcohol from. And when you drink, you open yourself up for other entities to enter you. This is why they call liquor stores spirits. It's so much. Nigga, the Vatican got 53 miles of archives, books, knowledge that you can't even fathom, because you've been programmed to think that certain shit that they tell you that's folklore and fairy tale, you don't think that shit real. You don't think it's true. If a nigga tell you mermaids, you think mermaids ain't real. Oh, that nigga duck crazy. You only gonna say I'm crazy because you don't have the proper processing or program to process what I'm saying. Because the very people that's got you thinking the way you thinking are the very people that's controlling you. Again, why would they send you to their school and give you all the tools to overthrow them? First of all, we go to their school. That's a no-no. How we gonna allow the enemy to educate us and give us their version of religion? Man, you locked in fucking box, bro. You locked and boxed because you don't have nothing. How the fuck can a Jewish family make more money in music and ain't wrote damn fucking song? How does it take us 10 years to make it? Make it? Bitch, we could be put on tomorrow, but you don't own nothing until we get away from their schools, until we learn on our own, because they're not going to teach us. We have to stick together. We have to work together. Why? Because that's what they do. Two people gonna always outdo one. Why is it that everything they do it together? Oh, niggas can't be trusted. Niggas this and niggas that. And all we got to do is say, man, all we got to do is stick together. How is it so hard for us to figure that out? And that's how I came to the realization. Nigga, you programmed to think the way you think. And not only are we teaching each other not to hate, not to trust each other, we also teaching other cultures not to trust us. Right? It's crazy, man, that we've been born into a society where we have no say-so. This ain't what we wanted. This ain't what we asked for. But yet we are the victims. And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna let y'all go. People so fucking upset by how people are reacting to this Charlie Kirk guy's death. But one thing you must understand, feelings don't lie. Feelings, it can't lie. So evidently, this guy done some things and ruffled some feathers, which we all saw, and people just so like hell bent on, damn, that's messed up. They celebrating it. That's a fucked up way for a person to celebrate your death, but it's also a fucked up way for you to think that you can ruffle people's feathers and talk about them, especially in an articulate way where they either can't understand it, comprehend it, and think that if something happened to you, they're gonna be happy for you. Get the fuck out of here, man. Hate is taught. Y'all ain't see the guy at the DMV, black guy, came in there and sat down, the little white baby was crying, and then crawled in his arms and was happy than a motherfucker. Hate is taught. But like I say, when they put movies out, showing black people don't trust each other, music, showing black people don't fuck with each other, the news, showing black people don't fuck, we are heavily programmed. If you know what propaganda is, Eric Benes, they call him the propaganda king. This is how breakfast was created, through propaganda, lies. Like I say, bro, you don't understand how the brain works, man. I'm just talking surface level shit. When you start talking, like I say, neuroscientists, when you start speaking about frequencies, astrology, when you start speaking about the left brain and the right brain, group consciousness, collective consciousness, when you start speaking about those different things, that's a whole nother motherfucking level, bro. So what I'm telling you is this, and I'm gonna stand on it. Not just black people, but this world, and people in general, we just programmed to think the way we think. And depending on how heavy your programming is, you are locked in a mental prison that you cannot foresee out of it. Because you've been given a script to say, this is what it is, and this is what it ain't. So if you ain't a chosen one, Like, I consider myself somebody who I can see through the bullshit. I didn't choose this, it chose me. I'm one of them ones, homie. I can see through this shit. I didn't ask for that. But I know the difference. And I'm telling you, if you ain't one of them chosen ones, I don't expect for you to see it. It ain't meant for you to see it. You are what they call a NPC, which is a non-player character. Your life is basically to be in the background of the chosen one's life, to just play the background. Go look up what an NPC is and see if that's you. People that just gonna go to work, pay taxes, get married, have children, and die. They whole process here was to do what they was told. If you're a non-player character, which I've been saying I'm gonna do a video about it for a while, but I'll probably go ahead and jump on it. Go see if you're a non-player character. If you made it this far in the video, double salute to you, man. I'm gonna speak it how I said. I don't hate this brother for what he said. I just understand that he's programmed. Ain't nothing I can do about that. He think that black people act the way they act because that's what they want to do. He don't understand. They've been programmed to do that. They've been programmed. He's just been programmed to want to tote switches and guns and shit like that. Though. Remember now, I don't know nobody that can make fentanyl. Or I don't know nobody that can take a coca plant and make cocaine. That shit is being placed here, bro. I don't manufacture guns. You have to understand, bro, the real problem we have. The real problem we have is the programming of this. Once they get you here, or enough people here, if a bitch can convince you that you were born a boy, but really you was born something else, that shows you what programming, how strong programming is. It reprograms your reality to the point you don't know what's right or what's wrong. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. You're in a dream world, dog. You have to understand this. Whatever they gave you, you accepted it. I keep telling you, they did a thing called Dolly and Polly, where they taught a dog to act like a sheep, and they taught a sheep to act like a dog. The motherfucking sheep was running around, jumping, bouncing, all hyper, and the dog was doing the opposite. That tells you you are a product of your environment. Whatever I put here is what you're gonna be. I can lock you in this mind, bro. And that's exactly what they did. They locked us in the mind, bro. And gave you examples to make you think, oh, this is what it is, oh, this is what it is, oh, that what it is. That lets me know that the world is infinite. It lets me know that this is a dream world. It lets me know that if you have anxiety, they try to make it be something bad. If you can control anxiety, I used to have anxiety. If you can control it, that means you can live here. And control it, you can live here. But them motherfuckers got all the knowledge. And they know things you don't know. Trust me, bro. We're not stupid people. We just program people.